Well, there we go, folks. It is the Primus Omni fuel stove working with using Primus power fuel. One or two little hiccups. I spilt a load of fuel because I didn't screw the lid down tight, but it's looking good. I suppose what I'm going to have to do really is turn this off and go and find myself some water to boil. So this is how you start it up. You just give it a quick like that. So you've got some fuel coming through. That's not enough. Basically you prime it, you give it about 2 seconds worth of fuel into the priming pan and you fire it up. So there we go, right. Put it on the pot on the bone. Sits on there quite nicely. Obviously this, for me, this isn't really optimum conditions, so I'm doing it in my backyard, but it is outside. So there's no breeze at all today, it's very nice. So, right. Let's see how long it's going to take. Comes with the fuel container already, and give it about 20 pumps on the full container. I'm looking to see if my trangiers will work on this, but I don't think they can be pressurised. I can put a litre of fuel in one, but this is probably enough. I'm going to look on the net to find out how long one of these will last as cooking times. Hopefully this will enable me not just to just boil water, but to actually do a relatively decent meal without having to set a and thankfully it's not that loud. I mean, it does sound a bit roary, and a bit like a rocket, but thankfully it's not that loud. So that's 1 minute, just over a minute now. Have a quick look. And it's coming up to steam. Seems always bizarre, you know, to test the boil times, but I think most important thing is when we settle down and making our camps that we get our first brew ready. Very comforting. One thing I have noticed, particularly in the feet, there's little slots. I would assume they would be great for pinning the thing to the ground so it doesn't actually get knocked over. Comes complete with a foot plate and windshield as well. So what, we'll come out for 2 minutes. Not too bad. It won't ever replace the open campfire, I can honestly say that. But for everything else, it does just well. So 2 minutes 15 seconds. Quick look inside. Steaming away nicely. Two minutes 30. I reckon about 3 minutes on the chart, but depending on the time of year, how far up you are or how low down you are, sea level wise, height wise, you see. Yeah, about 3 minutes I think. Now, this is what we've come up to 3 minutes now. And I reckon, I'm not even sure how much water's in there, but I reckon about a good 4 minutes. hadn't opened it right up, so that might have slowed it down a bit, but salary. I've got a coaling stove which stands about that high. I hardly ever use it because it's a pain to fill and it's louder than this and it's just too unstable. This is very stable. You know, you could actually pin it to the ground rather than... There's not a lot of heat coming off that either. So it's 4.5 minutes. Now, a little bit disappointing at the moment on boarding times, but obviously we've got to get used to using it, use the windshield. And this is a bit like watching paint dry. Ah, here we go. That's 5 minutes so far. And we're getting there. We've managed to get the lid stuck. Probably 3-minute boil if I did it indoors, but there are lots of warnings on the instructions about using these indoors and carbon monoxide. Okay, if you're in a big garage it probably would affect you, but better be safe than the next people. And then we're up to the boil and it's at 6 minutes 10 seconds.